Looking for the best waterproof walkie-talkie? In this video, we've done an extensive review of the top waterproof walkie-talkies, and we rated them according to features, reliability, audio clarity, and value for money. Price information and all walkie-talkies mentioned in the video are available in the description. So let's get started. Number 3, REDVIS RT49P Waterproof Walkie-Talkies. Best budget waterproof walkie-talkie. REDVIS RT49P is an attractively priced and well-built walkie-talkie. It focuses on water sports for its use and has its build and capabilities directed towards these activities. As such, the radio is fully waterproof and rated IP67. That rating means it can be completely submerged in water and still remain functional. However, the FRS radio doesn't have to worry too much about being underwater because it floats. This way, if you're out on the water and happen to drop it, you can simply scoop the radio up. I mean, waterproofing isn't much good if you can't get your radio back if it's dropped in water, so the floating feature really helps. To make things even better, the RT49P has water-activated LEDs, so it remains somewhat visible even if it falls in water in low light conditions. These colorful LEDs also work with the flashlight on the walkie-talkie to act as an SOS signal. The signal's fairly strong and clearly visible. Of course, it's also possible to use the flashlight plainly by itself. Power to keep the radio running comes from 3 rechargeable NIM batteries in the shape of classic AA batteries. Each NIM battery is 1200 mAh, so there's plenty of power to go around. If you prefer, you can also use your choice of AA batteries, which might help with continuous use and make things easier. REDVIS RT49P two-way radio works on the FRS band and doesn't require a license to operate. It also works with CT-CSS and DCS codes, so there's plenty of options for conversation on the 22 FRS channels. As an FRS radio, this one has a limited TX power and therefore a limited range. The best you can expect here is a couple of miles. Something I like with REDVIS on this walkie-talkie is that they're upfront with the expected range. It sets them apart from the horde of FRS radios that claim a range of 30 plus miles, though under experimental conditions that are nigh impossible to achieve for the average user. Apart from its TX and RX duties on FRS, the two-way radio can also receive 11 NOAA weather channels, thus keeping you updated on the expected weather conditions in your area. Looking at the features and capabilities of the REDVIS RT49, it would only be natural to draw parallels with the older model and better recognized radio, the Motorola T600. The features on both these radios are fairly similar. They're waterproof, capable of floating, have water-activated LEDs, and can work on rechargeable or disposable AA batteries. The larger difference is perhaps that the T600 has a better build quality and brand value, though the attractive pricing on the RT49P can make it a great choice. Our ratings for features is 8.5 out of 10. Reliability, 7.5 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10. Audio clarity, 7.5 out of 10, for an overall rating of 8 out of 10. Number 2, DeWalt DXFR800, best premium waterproof walkie-talkie. DeWalt DXFR800 is a radio aimed at business users, though of course anyone can use them. The USP here becomes evident at first glance. It's a rugged radio that's built to last and handle rough usage. Its antenna is short and stubby, and the radio's body is covered with a coat of rubber. This rubberized coating provides some water and dust protection to the radio, though its most important use is shockproofing. DeWalt 800 will withstand a drop from 2 meters without breaking a sweat. Keep in mind, shockproofing isn't absolute, and the radio still risks some damage with a fall. For example, the antenna could break or the screen could crack. Yet all things considered, this radio is more likely to survive a fall when compared to a radio with no protection. Another feather in its cap for ruggedness is IP67 protection rating. This means the walkie-talkie is dustproof, waterproof, and can survive being submerged in water up to a depth of 1 meter for 30 minutes. The radio comes with a 360-degree swivel holster and a charging cable. Carrying and moving the radio become a breeze with the holster, and the swivel allows for customized placement. As an FRS radio, it can transmit and receive over the conventional 22 channels. The radio supports 121 privacy codes, so there are plenty of options for a conversation without getting disturbed or interrupted. You'd be hearing clear sound on account of 2 factors. For one, the radio's speaker and microphone are pretty good, and second, it can transmit at 2 watts, which is the maximum power allowed for FRS radios. For conventional use on the road or outdoors, the range is under 2 miles. The distance can vary depending on the terrain, but don't expect the walkie-talkie to work over significantly larger distances. Another notable aspect in the long list of features for DeWalt DXFR800 walkie-talkie is its 2000 mAh lithium polymer battery. The battery has enough juice to keep the radio running for several hours without a hitch. It's quick to charge too. Our rating for functionality is 8 out of 10. Reliability, 9 out of 10. Value for money, 8 out of 10. Battery, 9 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Number 1, Motorola T600, our top choice. If your sojourn to the outdoors includes water sports, a waterproof walkie-talkie like the Motorola T600 might be right up your alley. The radio is popularly offered as the Motorola Solutions T605, which is a combination offering with two Motorola T600 H2O walkie-talkies. It also includes additional accessories like two charging cables, belt clips, a wall charger, a car charger, and a carry case. As a walkie-talkie, Motorola T600 is a transceiver working on the FRS channels. It doesn't need a license, and thus its power output is limited to less than 2 watts. The FRS band offers 2 channels, and the radio includes 121 privacy codes. This combination gives users plenty of options and channels to have a private conversation. It can also access NOAA weather channels, so you can have a good knowledge of the expected weather in your area. Motorola T600 NOAA weather alerts, and will sound them if any are issued. Though the screen on the radio is small, it is clear and shows all relevant information. This includes the channel, battery meter, privacy codes, Vox, and other pertinent information. A backlight ensures screen visibility in the dark, although as with most LCDs, reading the screen can be tough while in the sun. Power for the radio comes from a NIM battery. Once fully charged, the battery can keep the Motorola T600 going for about 9 hours of normal use. If the battery runs out and you still need a radio, you can simply swap it for 3 AA batteries. While running on alkaline batteries, the radio can stay powered for about 23 hours of normal use. To be fair, it's not the walkie-talkie's function that form the heart of this radio. Its key selling point lies in how this radio handles water. Its skill on the water is one reason why Motorola calls this model the T600 H2O. The radio is rated IP67 waterproof. This means it's very well protected from dust and water. The radio can survive being submerged in water up to a depth of 1 meter for 30 minutes. However, it would be rare for this radio to get submerged. Motorola T600 is made to float. Floating is pretty useful if you're using this two-way radio with water activities like fishing and kayaking. Should you drop the walkie-talkie in the water, you can pick it up from the water's surface rather than watching it sink to the depths. The bright green color ensures clear visibility of the radio, making it easy to spot. Motorola has included water-activated LEDs in this radio, which light up if it's in contact with water. This makes it easy to spot the radio on water even in a low-light setting, like late evening. The LED flashlight in the radio can function as a regular flashlight or as an SOS light if necessary. During the SOS or alert mode, the flashlight is backed by blue and red lights to make it more easily visible. An emergency alert mode in the radio signals to all Motorola TXX series radios in the vicinity of transmission. This alert has 8 seconds of alarm followed by 22 seconds of incidental sounds. Motorola T600 is often compared to its more advanced sibling, the Motorola T800. However, their use cases are entirely different. While T600 focuses on waterproofing and being rugged, Motorola T800 is more about adding a second digital communication channel to the walkie-talkie. It is worth pointing out that while Motorola claims a range of 35 miles, that distance is near impossible for practical use on any FRS radio. For practical use, expect the range to be around a mile. On water, though, there aren't as many obstacles, so range can be about 5 miles. This walkie-talkie is a good choice if you enjoy water-based activities and need a radio to take along. Its waterproofing and floating ability are built with water in mind. Our ratings for functionality are 9 out of 10. Reliability, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 7.5 out of 10. Battery, 8.5 out of 10 for an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. So what do you think? Which of these is the best waterproof walkie-talkie for you? Or do you think another walkie-talkie is better for your outdoor adventures? Tell us in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.